Hello neighbors, it's Brad here at eTrailer, and today we're taking a look at the Peterson snap-in license plate light. This light is going to be a great option for replacing your previous license plate light. As long as you have a 1 1/4 inch diameter, this is going to work perfect. So not only just for a license plate, but you can use this for a number of different things, whether it be a compartment light, a courtesy light, or just general illumination, wherever you need it to be. Now this is in a sealed weatherproof housing, so you can submerge this underwater with no problems. So that means it's going to hold up to weather extremely well, but also if you're putting this on a boat trailer and you're putting this underwater, it's going to have no problems. The light is made of a steel housing and it has a nice chrome plated finish, so it's also going to look nice for a long time. Having only a single wire makes installation extremely easy, and the actual housing itself, as it sits in metal, is a grounding feature, so it's really easy to just replace your bulb, which I'll show you how to do that now. So here's our old bulb. It has seen better days and it is no longer working, so to go ahead and replace, we have our new one here, and this install is going to be pretty easy. So here we have our existing wiring, and really we're just going to be attaching this with a butt connector, and the actual housing itself grounds it out. But before we do that, we're going to want to make sure that we kind of clean this area, not only so it gets a good fit, but also a good contact. And then once we're in place, we'll be able to hook this up, get it wired, and test it out. So with my file, I'm going to kind of just clean the area where that light is going to mount into. And this is going to give it a nice contact for ground. And it's also good practice while we're putting a new one in to kind of just get this cleaned up, and it'll look nice and brand new or newish. To make our connection with our wires here, we're simply going to splice off the one end from our trailer. And as you can see from the factory, we have this little sleeve. We'll just pull that off. And we're going to be using a heat shrink butt connector, and that's going to be great because once it's heated up, that's going to cinch it nice and tight. Since this kind of lives outside, it sees a lot of the elements, and that heat shrink butt connector is really going to make sure that no water gets built up in there. Now if you don't have a heat shrink butt connector, we sell these here at eTrailer, and this is going to give you a much longer lifespan and protection on your electrical components here. So let's get this crimped down. Then we attach it to our light here. So now with a heat gun, just heat this up. Now we pull our extra wire back. This has these little teeth here, and that's going to tension it into this spot, so it should just kind of pop into place here. Have our light facing where we need it to go. Now if you're not super happy with it kind of in place, if it's not holding in tight, you can actually widen these teeth out, and that's going to give you a better snap in, and that way the bulb doesn't come out while you're on the road. So to do that, just make sure you're not hooked up to power. You're going to go ahead and take a flathead, kind of just pry these teeth out just a bit, and that's just going to kind of widen the diameter that it's going to have as it goes into the hole. So as you can tell, it's going to give me a little more of a snap in, and I can actually not rotate it, so I know it's actually going to stay in place here. We have our light facing towards our license plate. So now go ahead and you can hook it up to your truck or power source, whether it be a jump box, and check the light. So here we see our light working. It's looking great. So now the only step left is to tuck our wiring up nice and clean underneath the trailer, and now we have a license plate light. And that was a look at the Peterson submersible snap-in license plate light. Thanks for watching.